Visit ShaviZanesGuidance.com if you want to purchase any of the products that I have created. I have 6 different decks for you to choose from. Ancestors Money, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Dr. Francis Cresswell Singh, and Madam C.J. Walker. I also have the Spiritual Cleanse, where you can cleanse your energy every time you take a shower. It consists of frankincense, myrrh, Palo Santos, and sage. You can also order my miniature altars. You can get my book full of channeled messages, and order your Straight Out of Religion hats and t-shirts. You can also get a 15-minute, 30-minute, or 1-hour session over the phone with me where you can ask as many questions as you like. So definitely check out the description box as well as the comment section to book your services and to purchase your products. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. So I'm coming on to bring a love reading for you all. If you find this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. So let's jump right in. This message may or may not resonate with you. So let's see. What deck do I want to start with? I think we'll start off with this Love Oracle deck. What do you need to know? So we have you deserve love. You are lovable. Okay, so it looks like Cupid's arrow is pointing directly at you. Someone could now see you in a particular light, and they're like, you deserve love. You deserve it. And I strongly sense it's because you know you deserve it. I just heard Alicia Keys' song, I'm Ready, but she's like, and I deserve it. I know I deserve it. So it's like, as long as you know you deserve it, other people see the value, and they also can see, okay, well, this person deserves love. So I feel like someone sees it in you because you see it in yourself. So you could be doing a lot of healing work out there to align yourself with true love, okay, quality love. Let's see, retreat. So someone could want to spend time with you, go somewhere, you know, get you alone here. It says it's time to disconnect from the world. I feel like this person wants to disconnect with you, though. They want to just be in a quiet space and to be in your energy, to talk, to enjoy nature potentially. Let's see. Heart-to-heart conversation. Yeah. Somebody wants to open up to you. So it says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So there's this energy of you deserve it. They want to have some quiet alone time with you so that they can have a heart-to-heart conversation and discuss how they feel with you. I'll take one more from this deck. So I have pay attention to the red flags. So it says the signs are cautioning you. So I'll be clarifying these cards. Oh, this deck almost failed. So maybe my spiritual team wants me to start off with this deck. So I'll clarify, pay attention to the red flags. What are the red flags? Maybe this person could be evaluating themselves. This could be red flags that you have, that you're starting to see within yourself. Or let's just see, what are the red flags? Pay attention to the red flags. So I have rushing. So this says, you can't hurry love. The right one is coming in perfect divine timing. Okay. So it could very well be that the red flag is that someone feels rushed, or you may be running impatient. This is definitely going to unfold in divine timing. Maybe you're running impatient because you want to be able to speak openly with this person, or you want this person to openly express their feelings with you in order to at least validate whether or not it's mutual. But I feel like this person values being in your physical space in order to have certain conversations with you. Let me see. I want to get one more for pay attention to the red flags, and then we'll clarify the other cards. So the King of Swords. Okay. So this could very well cause someone to become more cold, or they're like being very logical about it, very practical. They may seem emotionally detached. It could also cause you, if you feel like things are moving slow, or if you feel like this person is rushing you directly. It depends on which side of the fence you're on. It could be this energy of withdrawing or becoming more detached because something doesn't seem to be flowing. Either it's going too slow or too fast. I feel like one person is feeling like it's too slow. The other person could feel like it's too fast. But there has to be some sort of common ground here. So I feel like the common ground would be communication. Even if you're not able to come together in the relationship, right? You're not putting a label on it. You may not be able to physically be with one another on a regular basis or as often as you'd like in a relationship. The common ground would be at least establishing where you stand emotionally. That would be the compromise, is what I'm picking up here. That way, both people are on the same page and understanding, like, okay, even if that person is moving at this pace, where I prefer for it to go at this pace, that part can be adjusted once the understanding is there, as far as, are we on the same page emotionally? Do you feel what I feel? And if that person is open with you about that, once they have this discussion with you, then you could understand the pace far better. You could understand why things may need to be slowed down, or why things need to, the pace needs to be picked up based on what's communicated openly. So it looks like that's going to be the key. Look at that. The King of Swords is here again. This is my IC Tarot deck. If you want to get this deck from me, of course, you can get it off of my website, okay? For those of you who are interested. But the King of Swords is showing up twice. So that's a big deal. That means that communication needs to be had. Straightforward, direct communication. Now, the thing about it, though, is the King of Swords is not the most emotional person, right? In a sense where, again, when they communicate, they're going to communicate truthfully, honestly, logically, practically, but the heart, they're not necessarily communicating from the heart. They're more so communicating from the mind. That's the King of Swords. So you may find that it's a little bit alarming for you because you feel like this person may come off kind of cold or detached. But the way that they view it is they're being logical and practical. So there needs to be some form of balance there. So I'm going to use a different deck. This is a new deck that I have. I've used it a couple of times, maybe once on this channel. So let's tap in and clarify some of these cards. I'm going to start off with the card of You Deserve Love, okay? So I have here overload. Process involves too many steps and slows down progress. Too many responsibilities, and don't let the pressure slow you down. Somebody feels burdened, and it's like they know that you deserve love, but they feel overloaded with various responsibilities. Like this person could be wearing many hats. And for them, even though they know that you deserve love, they're having a difficult time finding ways to fit that in, okay, and to be consistent with it. And so they could be holding back because they might feel like other areas of their life could get neglected, or it's going to slow down the progression in other areas. And so this person is kind of overwhelmed with the idea of taking the initiative to show you just how much they see your value. So let's clarify the Retreat card, where this person wants to spend time with you. But it makes sense for this to come out next as far as disconnecting from the world, because this person could have so much going on that they need to see you face to face when things are calm, it's relaxed, there's not a whole lot of hustle and bustle and responsibilities all around. And at that point, it seems like they will be able to show you just how much they cherish and appreciate your presence in their life. But for others of you, you're like, well, the least you can do is talk to me. Tell me how you feel. Even if you can't show it through tangible evidence right now, communication is what you may be seeking. So the Retreat, let's see, what does Retreat deal with? So this says oath. Wow. That's interesting, because the Retreat card is actually a woman in a white gown. Looks like a wedding dress to me. They both look like they've just gotten married and they're going off to just get away from everyone and just kind of relax in the moment together without everybody else on looking and things like that. Just experiencing this moment. So the oath card is what is clarifying the retreat. So this says unity in diversity, embracing differences to create a harmonious relationship. Wait a minute, to create a harmonious and balanced partnership, divinely guided towards union. So this person may want to have some sort of alone time to discuss something more committed, creating something that's more stable. It could be that they are trying to navigate all of the responsibilities of their life, but in their mind, in the back of their mind, maybe even in the forefront of their mind, their desire is to find a way to fit you into this life and to have something that's more committed with you, potentially even engagement, marriage, something that's more serious here is what I'm getting with the oath card. I'm going to clarify that with a different deck. Let's see. We'll use the Lenormand to clarify the retreat and oath. What type of oath is this? Because an oath is like, it's like a promise. It's declaring something here. So let's see. The oath is clarified by official person. Okay, so this is like the emperor. This person wants to make it official. They want to be the official person in your life. And I feel like it's a lot for them to navigate right now. Maybe they're needing to take some time out to really evaluate. Do you really have to deal with all of these things? Can you delegate tasks? Are there some things that you need to release that's no longer serving you? Like, this person is going to have to evaluate all of these responsibilities that has them weighed down. Because of course, with any union, you got to make room for that. Even if, like, let's just say you are hoping to call in love. You don't have anybody in your life per se, but you're hoping to attract a divine partner into your life. You got to literally start making space in your physical environment to fit that person in, whether it's making more time. Like, let's just say you have a schedule that's flexible where you can say, all right, I'm going to block out these hours during my day. And these are hours that I can use to do the things that I love, to enjoy with the person that I love. But you block that time out rather than saying, all right, no, I'm going to use all of my time to do overtime, to do this, to do that. You're like, no, I'm blocking this particular section of my life out to enjoy myself or the people that I love. That's the way of making space. Another way of making space is clearing out other people, naysayers, negative energies, toxic exes, people that's just like situationships, sexual situationships, like clearing out your phone, your call log, blocking people. That's another way of making room. Another way of making room is like, hey, removing clothes from certain drawers or making room in your closet. It's like you're manifesting union. You're not trying to call or pull on anyone's specific energy, but you are looking to make space for your person. That's what it feels like this person has to do in order for them to make room for you. They're going to have to clear out some things that's overloading them and has them feeling as if it's just too much. And trying to connect with you is just going to slow everything down. Well, no, it's meant for them to clear. The number 2 is coming out a lot here. You have the 22 for the official person. You have the number 2 for the oath card. And you also have the number 20 for this card of overload, which breaks down to the 2. So the number 2 is very important. Of course, that deals with partnerships, balance, alignment. This person is going to have to really listen to their intuition about this connection and see this from a spiritual perspective, because right now they're being a little bit too logical. So let's just see. the heart-to-heart conversation. So this person wants to be able to retreat with you. They're like, okay, life, you deserve love, but my life is so busy. How am I going to make room? We need to be able to spend quality time to be alone in order for me to, really embrace this and to fully commit to you. So right now, their expectations are not realistic because they have not made space for you in their day-to-day life. That's going to be the first step. So the heart-to-heart conversations is clarified by the Trump card. So this says hidden riches and revealing them only to the worthy. Reserve power and using it strategically when needed. Your power lies in patience and use it wisely to surprise when least expected. Wow. So it could be that this Trump card, it could be that this person, they may end up revealing to you that, hey, I have a certain amount of wealth that could really provide a certain level of comfort or security for us. But it says revealing them only to the worthy. So it could be a few people that don't even know that this person is secretly loaded, like they're secretly wealthy, and they only tell people that they value, people that they feel are worthy of sharing this wealth. Surprise when least expected. So this might be a surprise to you that this person is actually doing far better than they let off. I mean, they are coming through as an official person. This is the Emperor. So the Emperor is a boss, So that could be what the heart-to-heart conversation is all about, where they want to tell you that they want to share this wealth with you. Well, let me just see. We're going to clarify. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So this could be cautioning you directly, or it could be signs cautioning this person. So let's see. That's clarified by guidance from above. See, it felt like more so spiritual signs. So this says willingness to be open willingness to be open to the connection brings careful understanding and enhances your presence. Clarity arrives when you allow yourself to be receptive. So it could very well be that this person is receiving a lot of signs that they should come towards you, but they are going to have to be receptive to those signs. So this person could be receiving some sort of clarity that they're being way too practical, way too logical, and they're needing to feel with their emotions. That's why with the number 2 coming out often here, the number 2 is the High Priestess in the Tarot deck. So this person is going to need to feel their way through this, really tapping into their internal divine feminine energy rather than using their external masculine to make them feel like, oh, well, no, it's being rushed. We're moving too fast. Because remember, the rushing card is what came out. They're feeling like, no, this needs to move at a much slower pace because I got too much going on. I don't think I have time for this love, even though I know this person deserves love. And I feel like this person, they feel like you could be their like forever person, someone that they want to commit to. They could feel like they are your official person, the one for you. At the same time, I feel like they're allowing their logical mind to slow down the potential progression of this connection. And if this person is already doing very well financially, they could be creating an illusion in their own mind that they don't have enough to be able to align themselves with a committed union. But they're being called to really look at this thing from a spiritual perspective. Let me see. I'm going to clarify rushing because now I'm feeling like it's not being rushed. They're just thinking that it's rushed because they're too practical in how they view this connection rather than just following their heart and going with the flow of this. They're becoming more cold and detached because they don't want you to expect something that they don't have the time to give, even though they want to give this to you because they know that you deserve it. So let's clarify the rushing card. That's clarified by peeping. So this says maintains a facade and guards your privacy with care. Keeping secrets might protect you for a while, but they won't last. So this person could be, they might have psyched themselves out to believe that you are rushing them because there's certain things that they want to keep private. They don't want, they're afraid that union could entail opening up, or it could impede on their privacy or their independence. Like, this person is psyching themselves out, and they're needing to be more receptive to the spiritual revelations that's coming through and not allowing their practical eyes to fool them here. They're needing to see things from a totally new perspective, from, like to turn around and to see it from all angles. Because of course the owl can, move his head, I believe 180, right? So it's like they're needing to not just have tunnel vision, but I feel like this person feels like it's being rushed because they're afraid that you might impede on their privacy with this peeping card. It says maintains a facade and guards your privacy with care. Their privacy is very important to them. But what the hell are they trying to guard? Because maybe it's connected to the secret wealth that they have, that they only divulge to certain people. They only reveal that to those who they feel are worthy. They only share their wealth with those who they feel are worthy. So they might be afraid that you may discover something about them that they want to keep private. Let me clarify the peeping card. So peeping is clarified by caught intentions. So this says feels a barrier to intimacy and unable to form close relationships, feels powerless in decision making and unable to influence outcomes, believes conflict awaits at every turn, and struggles to find common ground. This person, like, they are not having the most positive thoughts when it comes to settling down in a relationship. They think that you're going to be all up in their business, peeping into their personal things, where they don't have any privacy. They fear this because they've been in a very toxic union in the past where somebody really abused their position in their life. They could have hurt them. This person it's like now they just anticipate that the worst case scenario will come from love. And so they don't want to rush. They're like, I'm not going to rush. But it's not a rush per se. With this mindset, this person will never be ready. They will always feel like it's too soon. It could be a year, 2 years, 5 years. They will feel like it's too soon because they're so concerned about their privacy being impeded upon, and so caught up in this idea that you'll take 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, or there's always some negativity lurking around the corner. That mindset will keep them cold and detached for a very long time. So it's a safety measure for them, but it's not safe for the connection. See, evaluation criteria. This person they're checking boxes. It's like they're looking for the negatives though, because this card says unfair assessments and rarely sees the full picture. That's why I say with the owl, they need to do a 180 to see it from different viewpoints, because right now they're being too logical, too practical about this, and they're basing a lot of these things on their past experiences, which obviously is triggering. So they need to heal. But this also says focus on shortcomings and misses out on potential. So they could be checking off like, oh, yeah, this person seems like they're rushing. Yep, that's one reason why I can't go forward now. Oh, this person seems like they're too attached. Oh, let me check that off. Oh, this person seems like they're doing X, Y, Z. It's like they're looking for the shortcomings and not seeing all of this beautiful potential energy with you. That's what's causing the slowdown in the relationship. So let me just take one more card. If this person does not get a handle on themselves and really start to evaluate some things on a more spiritual, deeper level, like really activating their internal divine feminine essence, to heal themselves, to listen to their intuition, to see this from a more heartfelt perspective, what's going to be the outcome here? Because that's why they need to pay attention to the red flags, because the red flags deals with how they're navigating this connection. I'm not picking up that it has much to do with you. So this says feeling unloved. That's going to be the outcome. If they don't shift the way that they're moving right now, you're going to end up feeling unloved by this person. You're going to feel like it's unrequited. And that's likely going to cause you to withdraw. So this says you deserve someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. You see, these two people are very distant. So this person is going to have to come out of this cold energy of this King of Swords, because the King of Swords is known to be very, very cold. Yes, they can be honest. Yes, they can be direct. And that's meant to be respected. But it's not a loving energy that you would want to embrace. It's more of a transactional energy. Yes, I can trust you as far as working with you, or I can trust that you can give me the right directions to get down there to the Burlington. I can trust those types of things, practical things. But when it comes down to your heart, you might feel like this person is way too cold, and it could cause you to fear that you will always feel unloved. You will always feel like this person will remain distant and only practical, only logical, not being able to unfreeze themselves out of that King of Swords energy. And ultimately, it's going to land them in a space where you just completely let it go. Okay, last card. I have addictions here. You are either obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction. Get help. So I don't know if maybe part of the secrets that they don't want you to know about is that they're struggling with some form of addiction. But if that's the case, then they are most certainly not ready for a connection. They need help that goes far beyond the things that they're focused on. So I don't know. But that's my message for you all. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to y'all next time.